What's up, guys, and welcome back to Lovercast Live, the only podcast that's recorded live in my Discord every single week. Now, today we have a special lineup, a guy with over 2.2 million... Turns out he's not able to show up today, so instead we're meeting two fans on our Minecraft server that actually have run this server from the start. They have literally been in more videos than anyone I can ever count. They are in so much content. They're so funny. They're so talented. They're here today to talk about their journey, how they got to where they are today. Ruby and Rega, the podcasting duo. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, right off the bat, it sounds like you guys are tired. Sounds like you're very tired. What time is it where you're located?
No, I'm
10.
just, I have a bad mic at the moment. It's,
Excellent.
11 o'clock.
Okay, so it's late, guys, so, you know, it's past, getting a little bit past bedtimes here, folks. Over 13 years old, right, everyone?
Yep.
So, let's start this off, guys, with a quick question. So tell us a little bit about yourself first. You've been in a lot of videos. People are wondering, who are you? Why are you in my videos? And, like, who are you?
Well, the only reason why I'm in videos is because of my British accent, I suppose. And because I have a good mic.
I suppose, oh my god, technical issues. Okay, I suppose that first when I, of course, like, met Soap, that was the first step, honestly. And then I just got to know the whole team, and yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. So we just brought you in mostly because of your accents. It seems to be the belief. But the truth is because you guys are actually, like, really funny to have in videos. I think there's a lot of fans. People think that Ruby is Hermione. People think that Rega is the funniest person ever. So you guys have real fans out there.
Yes.
So Ben wanted to ask a question. Ben, why don't you go ahead and jump into this one? This is more of an emotional question. It's going to dig
Ruby,
deep.
I'm going to go ahead and direct this one towards you. As many of us know, you were at once in love with a player on the server.
Don't you?
And the question,
Okay, well,
the question I'd like to ask is, how are you coping with the loss of Lunas on the server? And is there still any sort of connection that you guys still talk, or maybe,
No,
or is that all gone?
And before she answers this, I just want to clarify. Her person she was in love with was banned from the server. This is the equivalent to having, like, your boyfriend get arrested and sent to prison. That is what happened.
They used to send messages on Discord at like 11 o'clock at night to each other.
So
that's real love.
How have you coped with it? How have you coped with it? And is there any spark left?
that it was all for a video. It was all a joke, and you know.
So it seems like you're a little bit in denial right now, and that's okay. That's the first step of recovery. Do you have? Are you working with a therapist to get through this? I know it's tough.
Yes, Rotex is my therapist.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Now, I know it's hard, and I know that, you know, he was banned, maybe IP banned even, unlawfully. We didn't actually send him to a trial in lover court, but, you know, we're all cheering for you, and I know it's hard, and you're going to get through this, all right?
Yes.
Rega, now the question for you is, are you surprised personally by the events that transpired between Ruby and Lunas? And in other words, what I mean is, did you see that as a relationship that would last long term, or were you making bets this is going to end in a week?
That was gonna end in a week. They were fighting a lot and stuff, like, you know.
What?
Uh-huh.
And like, they got really depressed being close to each other, so they just...
Wow.
I know everything went wrong at one point.
Oh my gosh. Everything went wrong. And what do you think caused it to go wrong, Rega? Like, what was the final...
I think the thing is that they went in denial of loving each other, but they still did.
Now, Rega, I have to ask you this. We were told by sources that Ruby was seeing her ex-boyfriend during the Lunas. Can you elaborate on
Oh
that?
God, no. Oh,
Rega?
no.
Rega, please.
Rega, don't
Can you elaborate on that?
I have no...
He didn't know me back then. He did not know me.
Okay. So it sounds like there's a lot of tea between you guys, a lot of beef going on here, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you two the best of luck. Ruby in your recovery, and Rega in your assisting of her recovery. It sounds like this is going to be a long months, maybe even years of recovery for you, Ruby. Now, moving on to a new topic here. This is a serious question. One addressed to both of you. Take your turn answering. Ruby, or Rega, you can go first on this one. The question is, what is your favorite thing about our community on the Minecraft server, and what is your least favorite thing?
My favorite thing will probably be, like, the players themselves and the soft team. Everybody's so nice, and it's just a great community all over. Like, people talk to each other. Like, it's just a very active community, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm gonna say bad thing about this, about the community, there's a lot of people that are just trying to destroy. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think there are. There are people that like attack us with bots. People that, yeah,
Yes,
very true.
that's the bad side.
Ruby.
Like Gregor said, the community. That is definitely have to be my favorite because everyone's just so friendly here, and it really doesn't. No one cares about. It sounds so bad. I should have not said that. And
Your
and
least
my
favorite.
Favorite Rega fake.
Okay, now that's
Well-
understandable. Regafig, I think this is, more deep internal issues that are coming on after the Lunas thing that happened, and so it's just something you have to kind of deal with a little bit as she recovers from the pain of that.
We
So-
can turn the tables back and ask Rega these same questions because
We could,
sources
we
have told
could,
me that he
but
is
that's still fresh. That's still fresh.
Yeah.
We don't want to open that wound just yet. We will save that for a future. Now, often you guys are in videos. A lot of people really like to listen to you guys. They make comments on Hermione. I've mentioned they make comments about Rega being really funny. Do you guys ever like go show your friends? You're like, yo, look at me. I'm in like every video he makes. Or do you just keep it to yourself?
Some of my friends actually watch you,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't talk about it. No.
You don't like bring it up and like get clout amongst your friends? Be like, yo, your boy's in a video. Go buy me food or else or something. Like,
No, not really. They bring it up sometimes though.
okay. Ruby? Rubinator?
Yeah, no one knows.
No one knows.
No one.
You're ashamed of it.
I am.
Ruby's a VSCO girl, Zach. If they find out she plays Minecraft, she will get
Yes.
kicked out of her group.
Okay,
I
and
will.
that's Ben. Thank you for that because that's actually a great segue into our next topic here, which is the topic of the VSCO girl community. Ruby. I know that you've been a VSCO girl for pretty much your entire life.
Yes.
How do you get added into the VSCO girl community, and what actually makes you want to become a VSCO girl? Walk us through that process.
You just gotta have the passion to save the turtles. And helping the environment and every animal,
Do you
especially the turtles.
okay? And do you own metal straws?
I do.
Okay. What else are you doing to help the environment other than metal straws?
Hydro flasks definitely help.
Do you ever find yourself just uncontrollably skusking without any possible way to stop?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So back when I was in middle school, and this was a long time ago, we had goth people. Is that still a thing these days? Goth kids?
Yes.
So there's just like a new group that's been formed. There's goth, there's all the old groups, there's jocks, but now you've got VSCO on top of it. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Rega, how do you feel about the VSCO girl culture?
Like, Ruby is a real VSCO girl. We can't lie about that.
And what makes you
although
think
I'm
that she's a real
what you
VSCO girl?
did
Rega?
saying, which is very interesting because number one, Soap hates it.
Right, right.
Very true.
So,
But the VSCO girl, it's good. They save the turtles.
I see. Turtles are very important. And what exactly are the requirements to become a VSCO boy? Because that is kind of something I'm working towards. I've got a hydro flask already. I don't have a metal straw yet. I don't know about the scrunchies. So what are the requirements are there for a VSCO boy?
It has to be on point.
Okay.
It needs a little bit of work, but and a oops.
And
And I okay.
is that you're seem 2 force? You got a
And okay, great.
Oh, no.
So
This seems
sounds
forced.
like there's a little bit of work for us here. Okay. Ben, you have a question as well. Go ahead and lead up to your next question.
Yes, I get a lot of messages to me after any time I speak in chat that essentially says, why do you bully Rega and Ruby so much? So the question I'll be asking is, do you feel as if we are bullying you?
Yes.
No.
Ban him. Get him out of here.
Well, in that case, get
Well,
out.
it's a good bullying. It's a good bullying.
So it would be joking.
Yes.
See, bullying would be me making fun of you getting denied, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Joking would be saying that.
It's a little bit of banter.
Okay.
A little bit of banter.
Yes, indeed.
Water bottle.
So,
Water bottle.
oh, I love that. So we've learned a lot about you guys today. Tell me a little bit about your favorite YouTuber. Who is it? Why is it me? I guess is my question.
Rega, would you like to go first on this one?
Okay, yeah, number one, like the content that you interact with the community. That is like it's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me into your channel, and just your team that you work with is awesome, and yeah, it just brings the whole thing together.
Wow, what a genuine answer. Ruby, who's your actual favorite YouTuber?
Actually, I don't watch much YouTube anymore. You're the only YouTuber I actually watch.
Wow, crazy.
Suck up. So I always get something stuck in my throat during these.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. It must have just popped right out of nowhere. That's crazy, Ben. It's absolutely crazy. So we've pulled you into many, many videos. We've done everything from flipping your bases to giving you private islands to pulling pranks on you guys to asking you what your darkest secret is and then revealing to the entire world, over 1 million people, who your crush is. Like, we've literally taken you through the ringer with our video ideas. Has there ever been a point where you've been in a video and you've thought, this is so unbelievably stupid, I don't want to be here, I hate Loverfella, I hate his community, this sucks? Or no matter what it is, are you always kind of like, what's going to happen today? Like, is there ever anything negative feeling during events?
Like that
Sometimes.
depends on. I guess most of
I think we're having some technical Rega mic
Rega's
issues
in.
here.
like
Yeah.
when Ruby alone has got taken from.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Yeah, right.
That
Very
was
insightful,
such a
Rega.
bad
Thank you.
Yeah. We understood that.
Ruby?
Sometimes after that one Deepest Darkest Secret video, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
very ashamed of myself. And if any of my friends saw that, I would be kicked out of the VSCO group.
Wow. Put the VSCO on the line. So is there a VSCO leader that has the decision, say you're out of VSCO, or how's that work? There's a king, VSCO king?
All voting.
Whoa, no way. It's that. You got actual voting systems?
Unfortunately.
You're joking.
Who's the King Visco? Like,
Queen.
Out of your group, who is the person that you're like, bro, I wish I could be like her?
Like the head Visker.
Or are you claiming that is you?
Oh no, I'm nowhere near that level.
Wow. There's a VSCO social hierarchy. That's absurd. Guys, if you are listening to this podcast right now live, please shoot your questions to Rega and Ruby in the lobby. We'll be answering a couple of those live for you today, right here, right now. So if you've ever wondered, who are these people, lobby in the studio. It's a couple channels above where we're at right now. Wow. That's absolutely insane.
There's a good one from Berwin Sag. Are you guys willing to meet in person? I'm not sure if that's directed towards Ruby and Rega, or
Well, if it's directed towards me, absolutely yes. I hope to have some like fan meetups in the future when I'm actually a bigger YouTuber. That'd be sick. I don't know that my fans will be having their own meetups. Maybe Reg and Ruby will have their own podcast one day and start one though.
Ruby and Squash live close to each other. They'll probably meet up.
Yeah. We do, unfortunately.
Okay, so we've got a question here. Ruby, how do you feel about the skins I made of you? Darth Blitz.
The VSCO skin is very on point. The turtles on the back, the scrunchies on the arm.
Yeah, you should probably put that skin on.
That's
Yes, I will.
hilarious.
Okay.
Ruby, what color is your hydro flask from Flannel Flower?
It is red.
Red hydro flask. Okay.
Good.
Rega, do you like reggae?
Reggae. What's
Music.
reggae?
Reggae music.
I have no idea what that is.
Take that as a no. That's like Jamaican music, I guess. Come on, man. Bum, ba, dum. I don't know exactly. How did you and Rega become friends?
Through soap.
Wow.
Hey,
I was quite mad at him because he made a British skin insulting us Brits, and I started talking to him more, and we became friends from there.
Wow.
Ruby, here's more of a personal question on my part. Do you accept me as a British person?
You got to work on the British accent, try crumpet, and make a a cup of tea, and you've got to do
Okay.
it in the right order.
Ruby, here's a question from Sailor Moon. What are the challenges of being a VSCO girl?
Challenges.
I'm back.
Being voted out of the group. You know, you can't live without your VSCO group.
Should be nothing.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely unbelievable. Ruby, do you like Rega? Do you actually enjoy talking to him? Do you consider yourself friends, or are you just with him because you feel like forced to be at this point?
If Rega were to die, would you be upset? Is what we're trying to get at.
I would be very upset, and I would be telling Olivia. You know who
Excuse
Olivia
me?
is, don't you, Rega? She'd be very upset.
Rega just goes silent. Rega, what is your least favorite thing about Ruby?
Bullying me.
Bullying.
That's my least favorite thing. Not gonna lie. Talking about my life in the general chat.
Yeah. You know, that's pretty tough. Another question we have here from Jay Yuki. What country are you guys from? Feel free to answer or not answer. It's up to
I'm
you.
from England.
England?
I am from Sweden.
Sweden.
That is
Yes.
flipped, by the way.
Do you know PewDiePie, Ruby?
No.
No?
Nope.
Rega,
Interesting.
what's your guys' prime minister's name in England?
Oh, Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough there.
All right. We've got a very serious question coming up now. This is coming from the heart. I need you guys to dig deep on this, and I would like to hear a debate, all right? So, Ruby, you're going to be for Brexit. Rega, you're going to be against Brexit. Go ahead and debate.
You should vote Brexit because, you know, if we leave the EU, we'd be an independent country and we'd be very, oh god, we'd be in a good financial state and no debts would come back on England and
Wow,
some
they're
other
smart.
countries.
Yeah. What about you, Rega?
Yes, this is a very big debate. I know everything about this. So I'm gonna do a soap. Brexit is bad. Find out on the news.
Okay. Brexit just drops the news question for him. Amazing. Rega and Ruby, what questions do you have for us? Anything you want to ask us on this podcast in front of everyone?
What got
Benjamin,
you?
Go. Ruby?
Oh.
No,
Rega.
Ruby, go.
you go. Ruby.
Rega.
Okay.
No, Rega.
Benjamin, why do you consider yourself a British person?
See, that's a great question. I get that a lot, actually. Well, I was, like I said, I was born in Louisiana, raised in the South.
Yep, that's not
And
true.
I always feel like you're not defined as where you're born. You're defined as who you identify by. And I identify as a British person. So I know my accent comes in and out. I just can't really control it.
Wow.
Like sometimes it's there, trumpet tea, pip pip. Sometimes it's not there. Don't fit. So y'all,
Yes.
that's kind
Rega?
of Eric.
I have a question to Soap, which is why does he have such a big ego?
Wow.
Now, Rega, that's a good question.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Having
Question of the day from Rega here today. Rega, congratulations on the
having
question
a
of the
big
day.
ego is only allowed when you're able to back it up.
You got
So in my
nothing.
case-
You got nothing to
In
back
my
it up.
case, I do have a big ego, but everything I say is true.
Like-
I'm incredibly handsome. It's a gift that I was given.
It's
When
a
I go
co-
to school today, I get whistled at. I mean, is that something I want? Yeah, but I mean, is it something that I asked for? No. I mean,
Is
it's
it-
just the truth.
Look, the truth is it's a coping mechanism. He's always been in my shadow, and so he tries to inflate his ego to feel like he's on my level. The truth is, I'm up here, and he's hanging on to those little dangly
Aren't
things
you
that come off
5'5"?
of hair.
Ooh.
5'6". All right. 5'6". All right, guys, that is a wrap for today's podcast. Rega, Ruby, if you guys have any social media handles you'd like to plug, go ahead and plug those. It's up to you.
That's Ben_Spangler5
Yes.
right now.
King Raining Soap on Twitch.
And obviously at Loverfella TV on Twitter.
Love you follow on YouTube.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Guys, seriously, it is so fun to have you in videos and have you on the server. So thank you for playing on the server. Thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you guys for all of the stuff you've done in the past like 2 months. It's awesome to actually have you on the podcast and roast you guys in live and in person. Thank you everyone for watching this episode. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast. Weekly episodes Thursday at noon, Spotify, Pocket Cast, whatever you get your podcast app. It's called Lovercast. Get it, subscribe to it, listen to it. Weekly interviews, normally with YouTubers, sometimes with random people that I like. That's a wrap. Lick your screen, become a VSCO girl today. Peace.